Yo, what's good, boys? Welcome to the draft analysis. The Toronto Tyrants are taking participation in the Pokemon Premier League Season 3. My draft, as you can see on screen right now, is pretty crazy. This is not everybody. I'm going to go into why I chose these mons, when I chose these mons, and everything. Leave a like, subscribe, guys. It's going to be a crazy season. Obviously, the first guy we got, this bad boy over here. I'm going to walk to him right here. Look at him float, dude, in this moon. Big DO speed. I don't know why they allowed this mon, but they did. So I had to take it. I was third slot for picking a Pokemon. Ellie was first. She got Iron Valley. I think Q was above me. I forget what Q. I think Q got Urshifu, the dark one. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get me a DO speed. DO speed is crazy, bro. This mon is actually insane. So I'm gonna keep this one pretty short too, guys, because I've been subathoning, so come join that tonight, okay? But we're locked in on this, man. This thing is incredible. I mean, it puts up hazards, screens, it's fast. It's really fast. Like, it's base 180 speed. Like, they banned Pult, but then I had this thing. So welcome back, Dragapult. Actually, the thing is much faster than Dragapult. So this mod is crazy. Like I said, it literally does everything. Spikes, screens, damage, mixed. It's the GOAT. Truly, it is a legendary mon. I'm very happy to have this thing. It's incredible. I think this thing is going to be absolutely demonic. It's 95 in both offenses, which is like solid. I can invest heavily into that because I said, again, it is so fast. Like, it is actually so fast. So I'm very happy to have the thing on my team. The thing is a beast, bro. On to the next. We got my next big gold, Quackquavel. This thing is broken. This is literally probably the best water Pokemon, period, in draft. I'm crazy glaze what I'm about to do because the only guy that does better is Bundle if you land every Hydro Pump. But I mean, who's doing that? And regardless of who is even doing that, I'm not doing that. I am not. I'm not. Me. I'm not. So I'm very happy to have big old Kyrie on the team, man. I mean, Quackquavel, like I said, is literally one of the best Pokemon in draft. I'm tired of fighting it. I'm tired of denying it. I'm tired of minimizing it. I'm tired of conversations of people saying Hamrod is better, yada, yada, yada. Palafin is better. No. And what's crazy is I actually almost chose Palafin. That's what's genuinely crazy is I almost chose Palafin. This team was going to look crazy. I was going to have like Palafin, Tera Entei with like Raging Bolt, right? Like all these guys and stuff. Like it was gonna, I had another mod as well too, like a flying mod. I forget. Either Enamorous. Like it was gonna be like a crazy different team. But I chose this team. Big Quackquavel's crazy. Look at him, brother's twin. Talk to him. Okay, Big Quack. Very happy to have this guy on the team. Like I said, this thing is absolutely a monster. It's just crazy. I mean, it literally just wins games. It wins games. It wins games. Genuinely. It will win you 1,000,001 games. I'm very excited about this bad boy. I had to get out of camp. It was driving me insane, man. But I'm very happy, like I said, about this. This one genuinely just wins games. You just click Aqua Steps and you're good. This mod just wins games, dude. It wins games. It's actually crazy. It gets rid of hazards as well, too, which is phenomenal. It's probably one of the best sweepers in the entirety of draft. If not, maybe the best sweeper in draft. Like, it's like when this thing actually gets going with an Aqua Steps +1 Moxie, so +1/+1 off rip, it's very scary. It is very scary. You get any amount of chip on the enemy team, and the thing will just clean up. Like, regardless of how you feel, it is arguably the best cleaner in current draft right now. The best cleaner. Genuinely. Obviously, there are other cleaners, but I think it is the best one. I do. I think you can't ignore the data. How many people have gotten this mon, and how many people have swept this mon, and how many people have top cut with this mon, and how many people have won with this mon? Like, I stand by that. I think it is the best sweeper in draft. So I'm very happy to get it. I feel like I need this mon. And you know what makes me really happy? You wanna know what makes me really happy? All of its really good signature moves are 100 accurate. Aqua Steps is 100 accurate. So is CC. And so is Wave Crash, and so is Flip Turn, and so is Ice Spinner, and so is Knockoff, and so is Liquidation. I'm just very, very happy about that. Now, Axel is not, and I could be unlucky, and maybe I get one. We'll see. So, but I had Cat, and I got 2 Axels, and I actually missed Axel. So, and I've gotten 1 Axel. So hopefully, you know, that's not the case. Fun fact as well, too, I've drafted every single Paldean starter. When draft first came back, I had Skeletorge with Iron Valiant. When I no longer had Iron Valiant, my replacement was Meowscarada. And now I have Quackquavel. So I've used all of them. And I've used Greninja as well too. So I've used a lot of starter Pokemon. I've used Blaziken, not in this generation, but I've used Blaziken many times before. I used Swampert. So what's next? Sceptile to complete the completion? I don't know. But I'm very happy like I got this mon. This one is broken, genuinely broken. It's crazy. Scizor is the next big bad boy that I got. I'm very happy that I got this guy. This thing is a monster. This thing is a demon. I mean, it sadly lost roost, but at the same time as well too, it can, defog. So I already off rip, I got 2 phenomenal wall breakers. They can wall break both mods. Their priorities both nuts. With Aqua Jet and mainly Bullet Punch. And not to mention as well too, that physically their breaking is both insane. And another Pokemon that is a really good cleaner. I put up an SD, we're going crazy, right? We're going crazy, right? Obviously, Scizor wants things more worn down because, I mean, Bullet Punch is, there's more annoying things that I'll take it versus, I don't know, a Quack that's quite literally boosting its speed and attack at the same time. So Scizor's still really good though, really, really good. Like I said, defog is a big thing on why I wanted to get this guy. It's a good steel type, probably the best steel type I've drafted, because normally you guys can check historically with my steel types. They're not really steel types. Like Jirachi was a phenomenal steel type, but Scizor I feel like is a real steel type here. Yes, he is still weak to everything that Fortress is weak to. So you like steel types, you like resisting rock, he's neutral to rock, but who really cares? Who really cares? Who really cares? I don't. So who really cares? We're fine. This thing is a monster. It just clicks Bullet Punch, it clicks U-turn, it clicks Close Combat, it gets Knockoff, right? Lunge is always really cool. Obviously, it's not really like a Technician one, but it's really solid in draft when it comes to just lowering the attack. Yeah, Scizor's great. He gets a ton of cool moves. He gets Trailblaze, right? Tailwind. I'm very excited to showcase a tech with Scizor because Scizor's consistently been one of the best mods in draft. And I feel like even now in Gen 9, he's more fun to play in draft. He's phenomenal in the UU tier right now, but I really feel like without Roost, I've not been enjoying him as much on ladder. So I'm hoping to see where things go bad boy Scizor. Here's what's crazy though. Here's what's actually crazy though is, bro, Gengar can Tera, and it is my Tera captain. I just think that's neat. Gengar is a lot to Tera in this league for whatever reason. It's a 19-point Terramon, so I can only get like 27 points. And now after this, I can only get 8 points and below for the Terramon. But I mean, come on. Gengar has been on Fraud Watch for a long time now when in draft. He's not been that good in draft, at least in Gen 9. He's rarely ever drafted. When he is, he rarely ever does well, right? But now Gengar has the power that he once lost. It feels like he catches up with power creep here when it comes to doing damage because I can Tera. And yes, my Tera is Ghost. It is my first Tera captain, guys. Tera Ghost Gengar. I was stuck between like maybe Fairy, maybe Fighting, right? To resist knockoff, right? Cool stuff like that. But no, I like this. I like this a lot. I think this is going to be genuinely insane. I think the damage potential with this guy is going to be absolutely stupid. Ignore this build. I'll just put random moves together. But yeah, Gengar, man, is going to be crazy. I do wish he still had Levitate. I don't care. I really do. I think nothing is going to change my mind on that. I wish this mod still had Levitate. I guess they got rid of it. I feel like for balance purposes, but really because he doesn't float. He can float, right? But his main way isn't always floating like the other two. So the other two keep it. So whatever, man, I guess, whatever. But we've seen Tera Haunter always be really good. Tera Haunter is arguably does more, not even arguably, it just does more damage than Gengar it does. Even though it's 95 versus 130. But Tera, right? That Tera is gonna make it, it's gonna be insane damage. But now Gengar can Tera. So now we're looking really good. I'm excited about this. I think it's gonna be a crazy mon, right? Scarf Gengar almost every week is gonna be absolutely disgusting. It's also a great spin blocker. I have so many ways to remove hazards, a great spin blocker. I love it. Gengar's the GOAT. I'm very happy to use this guy. My next boy, Sandy Shocks, man. Big Shiesty Shocks. I actually caught this one. It was shiny hunted. Big Shiesty Shocks. Very happy about this. I've never used this mon, so I'm very happy to actually be using it for the first time. A lot of new mons I'm using for the first time. This thing is incredible. It's a rocker, it's a spiker, so I can not alleviate some pressure off, you know, the Deoxys. I can alleviate some pressure off that bad boy and not worry about it too much. It gets Voltage as well too. Earth Power, screens. It does great damage as well too. I could have Tera'd this mon with the Tera Ice. I didn't want to though. It's a phenomenal mon, like I said again. It also can sweep as well too if I want to give this thing booster. So that'd be really cool as well too. It's got decent speed tier. It's above 100, which is great. It's great. So even now, my speed tiers are just so good. I have Dio and then bam, Shiest. And then we also have Gengar at 110. Like, we're looking good. We're looking good. No one's really like ultimately slow. Even Scizor 65, that's pretty slow, but we have insane priority on that guy, right? This guy does a lot of damage. He has 121, 85 HP. It's a ground type. I needed a good ground type. And it does so many things, dude. It does so many things. I mean, you can even Iron Defense Body Press, like booster defense. Like, it does so many things. The options are there. It's a T-Wave user, so that's really awesome. It has 81 attack if I want to be niche. And you guys are saying, okay, like, yeah, but it's got 121. Bro, I ran Hurricane Gyarados for Quackweevil, and it actually worked. It did. It didn't two-shot. It three-shot, okay? But I did miss a lot, but if I didn't, it would have been cooler. You know what I mean? Regardless, this is a great mod. It's a good bulk as well, too. Very good bulk. 85 is really chunky. I mean, his defenses are okay, but the HP is going to severely carry, and I just think this mod's going to be very great. Volcanion, man. First time using Volcanion in draft. I think I'd have to go back to my old draft videos, but I'm pretty sure it's the first time using Volcanion in draft. I love Volcanion. I don't talk about it a lot. I love Volcanion. It's actually one of my most viewed videos of all time of a showcase of Volcanion for the first time. I love Volcanion. I do. Volcanion is great, man. I think this mon is incredible. Volcanion is the GOAT. You know, I think it's incredible. It does a lot of damage. It's super tanky as well, too. Yes, this is the choice band of Volcanion. Look the other way. Volcanion is exactly what I needed, some good bulk. He's a bulky water type. You know, I love that. And his coverage is crazy. You can Will-O-Wisp. You can Body Press. He's Scald, Steam Eruption. I have Haze for move setup. We also have so much variety in Flash Cannon and Focus Blast, right? Rock Slide, Scorch Sand, Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. The list goes on. It gets Wild Charge, Weather Ball, Taunt. Like, I don't know if I already said Willow, but Willow, Stone Edge. Like, dude, this thing gets so many moves. And the movie was cool. I like the movie. He's like a dad. I like the movie, right? So, and he's like 70 base speed with Flame Charge. Can be really interesting to use. My only problem with it, obviously, of course, is I'm glad I got Sandy Shocks because I was pretty scared of electric. We got Sandy Shocks, so I think we'll be okay with that. But Volcanion is a beast. He's a behemoth. He's very bulky. Water Absorb gives me an entire immunity to whatchamacallit, water. So obviously it did neutral damage prior to that, but having a water immunity is always going to be great. It's my bulky water. I love it. He can turn things off, like I said again, with Will-O-Wisp. And he can also just be a beast. Be a beast. I do, in a way, wish that he got something above defense, like Acid Armor would be so cool on this guy for like a body pressing build. But sadly, that's not the case. That is not the case, sadly. And dude, all of his stats are insane, dude. 110 attack, 130 special attack, 120 fizz defense, 90 speed F, and 80 HP. 70 speed with all of that, like a bulky guy going to 70s. Impressive. Volcanion's a go. I love this mod. I'm very excited to use this. It can also break as well too, both physically and specially. So I'm very excited to use Volcanion. The next bad boy we scooped up is Reggie Drago. So like I said, I was a little worried about electric spam. Obviously I have a ground type, but still without that, like electric is pretty annoying. Sandy Shocks like super nukes it. So we're good off that. So if Mega Ampharos wanted to come back, hey man, whatever, you can get out of here. You know what I mean? I'm not taking Mega Ampharos ever, bruh. That's a lie, I might. Regardless, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm very sleep deprived. Reggie Drago. Reggie Drago is just an awesome dragon. I mean, we saw Callum do really good with this mod in low tier. I think he's actually pretty good in high tier as well too. I've seen some people say he's a bit on fraud watch, all because he only did good because it's low tier. Obviously, like he's outclassed by many dragons, which true, he is outclassed by many dragons. But I'll be honest, I'd rather draft this guy than Baxcalibur. I said it. Baxcalibur is just, you know, I'm not a big fan of Baxcalibur. I am a big fan of Reggie Drago though. I just love him. He looks a little Kirby guy. You know, I'm excited to use this guy. He did get new moves as well too with Earth Power and Earthquake, which is awesome. I do wish that he just got Iron Head or Flash Cannon. I do. Because this mon gets no ways to touch fairies. Yes, he does get Earthquake, but let's be so for real. Fairies are usually tanky. There's no world Earthquake is going to even be doing good middle ground to it, because most of them recover as well too. You know, like I think my Festo got Wigglytuff. Like I'm just looking at the fairies that have been drafted. Like most of them are really bulky or they can recover. So it's like, I gotta be honest. I gotta just straight up be honest. You know what I mean? So Draco's gonna be cool though, because if people don't have many fairies, then I'm gonna be in a good spot. And also because we have like, I guess like, I'll say non-restricted Tera, basically meaning that I didn't have to make my Gengar Ghost. Like I said, it could be anything. Usually what we've been doing in Tera is you have to take a typing that you already have. This non-restricted, we can do any Tera. So I've not been seeing, I guess, as much Tera Fairy abuse with the roster this season. So, you know, the hardest hitting dragon with like, I don't even know, like with the dragon energy and Dracos and stuff and outrages feel like it's gonna be doing a lot more power, right? So I'm very excited about using this mon. I've never used this mon in draft, at least. I've used it in Gen 8. I tried in Gen 9 with the buffs and I really enjoyed the Dragon Dance build. My favorite one is always gonna be Choice Band. Choice Band is always my favorite build in this guy, you know what I mean? Yes, you might even see me run Giga Impact 1 week for those pesky fairies. I don't know, bro, like, I'm telling you, if he gets steal moves, we're back. We're back. Gen 10, make it happen. Give him some steal moves then. But again, I'm excited to try this guy out. Another mod I've never used like in draft ever, Big Brute Bonnet. I actually hunted for this guy. Date's all right here, man. Big Brute Bonnet, man. Never used this guy. I actually did snipe a few people. I guess some people wanted to run Sun teams with Brute Bonnet. I could run a bit of a hybrid Sun team. I got Big Volcanion. I have Brute Bonnet and Sandy Shocks. So I got a ton of guys that could abuse, so, you know, some fire with some Sun teams, right? With the boosters and stuff, just pure Sun, whatever. Never used this guy. Pretty excited to use it. Fun fact, it was between this or Wochien. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And who knows? I might drop him for Wochien. We'll see. But a lot of people have eyes on it, so maybe I don't. And nobody would ever take Wochien. I wanted to give Wochien a genuine shot, just because it's like super bulky. I like Brute Bonnet's pretty bulky, but Wochien is like super bulky, right? Like it is super fat, but it doesn't get synth. It does not get synth. That actually was the big kicker there. This mon does. They're the same type, both bulky. Obviously, one is bulkier than the other, but I mean, again, 111 HP, 99 in both defenses. That's pretty bulky. It's not bad. The problem and why sometimes it doesn't feel as bulky for a lot of players, the typing. It's always the typing, you know? Regardless, though, this guy is another electric resistance. He's a ground resistance. I need another ground resistance as well, too, as ground is pretty free into me. Again, I do wish Gengar had Levitate, but ground was pretty free into me. And even with getting Brute Bonnet, ground is still pretty scary, but at least he resists it and it can deal damage back to it, so that's awesome. He's got so many cool tools, man. I wish he got bulk up. He sadly does not. It gets like growth, so growth is cool. And it's double to the sun. I can clear smog again. All these moves are viable for draft because I don't want someone setting up versus me. I could booster with this guy, right? I mean, obviously, I'm mainly gonna be running a physical. It's 127, which is always really cool, right? His coverage is insane. Close combat, dude. Body press, freaking seed bomb, man. I do wish he got a stronger physical grass move. I guess Trailblaze as well too, and Bullet Seed. He does not get Wood Hammer. That would have been so cool if he did get Wood Hammer, or even Glide. Glide would have been cool. Sucker Punch, Taunt, right? Ton of cool stuff. Stomping Tantrum. Like, there's so many cool moves that this guy gets, so I'm very excited to actually use him. And there's some off the wall moves that he actually like I feel like isn't really spoken about. Like obviously one is I don't even know. I think I've seen someone use Payback on this guy before, which is pretty cool. But he gets Spore. I can put things to sleep. Incredible. I'm very excited about that. His move pool's not too diverse. It gets what it needs to get, like Poison, I get Zen Headbutt and like Stomp, right? Like it can have coverage to touch the things it needs to touch. I just feel like it's not the most variety, which is fine. But I'm really excited to use Brute Bonnet, another mod that I've never really used. So you can tell the selling point, guys, is I have a lot of mods that I've never used, and I'm very excited about this. Speaking of never used, I've used Granbull so many times. I've actually gotten Granbull, for me, is a 3rd and 4th place curse. Every time I've gotten Granbull, many leagues, Many leagues I've gotten 3rd and 4th place. Many leagues with Gramble. But also, she looks phenomenal in this game, dude. She looks incredible in this game. I'm very excited to use Gramble this season, man. I think people forgot about her. There's a lot of love I give to this mod. I do wish it still got Heal Bell, but for whatever reason, Game Freak hard limited Heal Bell on Aromatherapy this gen. I don't think anybody gets Aromatherapy, but Gramble used to get Heal Bell, and I think only 4 mods now with the Happiny line and Chimecho. Regardless, it's an Intimidate mod. It is really tanky. It's got 90 HP. That HP is going to carry. Otherwise, 120 nukes really hard. All of its abilities are pretty cool as well, too. What sucks is Rattled and Quick Feet. I might not use too often, just because, just because, it's 45 speed. It doesn't even look like 45 speed. She's in great shape. You could at least imagine like 75, 70, 65, around there, right? 65, even 80, right? Not gonna go higher than 80. But I don't know, we'll see. I mean, this mod does so much damage and she hits so hard. And they also gave her Temper Flare, so she actually can touch like steel types without having to click CC. So it's a good middle ground for like steel and ghosts. Very excited about that. She does get Encore. Really happy about this, man. Super Fang. Are we on T-Wave? She gets all these like really cool support moves. So I'm very excited about using Gramble. Gramble it's been so consistent for me. So I'm very happy about this. And my last pick, guys, Tera Vivian, man. Y'all not ready for this. Real Rambat players know one of the best like Tera's ever. I genuinely believe it. This is one of the best abusers of this gimmick. Consistently. Anything goes, Rambats, like she's just the queen, I feel like, of Tera. I know obviously there are better Tera abusers, but I feel like she does not get enough credit when she literally runs an entire format with Tera. Like if you see Tera Ground or Tera Flying, like in Rambats, you probably know that they won or they have a likelier chance to win. Straight up, they think it's crazy with Tera. Obviously, it is very frail. So even if I come in on Great Tusk, even though I quad resist CC, it'll probably still do like 35% to me. That's not really quad resisted numbers. That 80 HP is doing Jordan numbers, but our defenses are both 50. So here's the thing. The game plan with this mod is I just click Sleep Powder. 75 accurate, but I gotta click it. I click Sleep Powder, I just set up. Screens, I set up. They think it's gonna be absolutely dummy, right? So that's gonna have to be, I guess, where we're gonna just have to go with, you know what I mean? And outside of like, Shitless could be viable, mainly Compound Eyes, Friend Guard, we're in singles, so, But the thing is crazy, my Tera types I chose for is Flying, Fighting, and Ground. I did think about Fairy, but Fighting is gonna be very good, I guess, for like Steel types. So is Ground. But I mean, I feel like they do their own little different type of things, right? Like Fighting's gonna be great for even rock types as well too. I can resist rock and then also like Sleep Powder, right? Same with the Ground, but again, like they have their own little differences. So I'm very excited about that. Tera Fly is gonna be an absolute nuke button. So I'm very excited about how the thing is going to perform, man. I'm excited about my Tera captains, guys. I think my team is great. No ego stroke. I think I genuinely have one of the best drafts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is probably one of my best drafts I've ever gotten. There's divisions as well too, guys. So we're not going to be facing everybody. Like Uzi and Jack and J Ricky, to know if you are in my division. Like Joey, Mephisto, like Mountai, Ellie, they're not in my division at all. They're in the other one. So top 4 from each divisions make it. Guys, what do you overall think of my draft? These bad boys are crazy, man. Really excited to showcase what I can do. I just hope that I don't get cheesed. I genuinely feel like I played really good last season with P4G. I made an entire video about that if you want to see that. But with this season, my team looks crazy. I'm excited about this. Guys, leave a like, draft is back, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the team, and I'll see y'all